Hello besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ogechima. In today's video, I'll be teaching us another way to rebatch a soap. Yes, soap rebatching is one thing that is very essential you know how to do as a soap maker, because from time to time, you definitely get mistakes. Either your soap is separating or is not gelling or one other thing is happening. But one good thing I like about soap making is that no matter what, you can always rebatch that soap. You always get back your soap. Imagine these beautiful soaps. Can you see? Do you believe that they actually rebatch? In fact, I have rebatched them once. I didn't get my desired result. I had to rebatch the second time. Look at how beautiful. Did you see? See shiny. See how strong it is. And our model did not. I didn't leave it for so long, just like few hours, and I'm unmolding, and it is this strong and this. So I'm going to show you how I did this. I'm going to take us through the process of rebatching the soap. I'll show us exactly what I did. I already have videos here that teaches us how to rebatch soap. I have about 2 videos. One, I taught you how to rebatch your soap without fire, and I taught another one how to rebatch your soap if with fire. But this is another way, another thing you can do. And just come with me. Let's go right in. Okay, so here we are. These are the soaps that I want to rebatch. You can see they are not looking very nice. They are looking very dried, and it's as if the soaps are not well gelled. Look at them. So you know that for you to rebatch soap, you must get your source of heat ready, which here in this case is my gas, and then a pot. Please ensure that when cooking your soap, use an iron pot or a stainless pot. Please don't use an aluminum pot. If not, your soap might volcano. So come with me. Let me take you through the process of rebadging your soap another way, because I already have 2 methods here on this channel. You can search, or I will leave the link in the description. This is another way to rebadge your soap. Okay, so here are the soaps. Like I said, I've rebadged this soap before, but they didn't come out well. Look at, they are not shiny, they are not looking smooth, and I thought that this is not what I want to take to the market. I need to rebadge it. So let me show you how I did this with this small sample. You can also use this if you want to rebadge a very large size. So the first thing I did was to cut my soap into tiny chunks. Just cut them into bits so that, gas these days. I don't know how much you're buying gas in your area, but hey, the cost of gas is way too high. So for it to melt faster, I had to cut them into little bits so that I will save a little more gas, because the soaps are in small chunks and not a big chunk. So it will take a lesser time to melt. So I just cut them and I put them on fire. Just watch me. Just watch how I do this thing. It's a very straightforward process. But I just did one thing that I didn't do in my first video. So how you rebadge your soap depends on the soap you want to rebadge. So I've looked at this. I know that this soap is looking dried. So I just know that this soap lacks moisture. So just look at what I did. What did I do? Follow me. Let's go. Okay. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome here. Appreciate you for stopping by. You can just do well to subscribe to my channel. Okay, look at, I am adding a little bit of water. Like I said, I noticed that this soap does not have moisture. It's looking dried. So I know it needed moisture. So I've added a little bit of water. The amount of water you add depends on the quantity of soap that you're making. Look at the little bit of water that I added this. I will not tell you add liters of water. No, just with your eye, gauge it, like they will say with your eye, like they will say here in Nigeria. Just gauge it with your eye, and you can tell. You can start by adding a little bit of water. Then if you need more water, you too, you're going to know. Okay, so I've added my water. My gas is already on, and I've put my soap in my pot. So I will just allow it to gel. I'll allow it to melt gently. So my heat is on very low heat. I'll just allow the soap to melt gradually, because I've already added moisture. I noticed the soap is very dry. Look at it. That's why you're seeing those small tiny bits there, because the soap is looking dry. So I had to add more moisture. People have said that they can also add oil. Probably you produce with palm kernel oil. You can decide to add your palm kernel oil here. But I've looked at the cost. All I preach is how to reduce your cost of production so that you can increase your profitability. I am the queen of profits in soap making. So look at the cost of PKO. I don't know how much you buy in your area, but just last week I bought a liter. I'm in Lagos, so Lagos, that PKO used to be very, very cheap, cheaper than palm oil. But I bought a liter of PKO for 1,600 naira just last week. Did you see it's gelling already? Can you notice the difference in color? Okay, look at it. So if you want to add PKO to this, you are introducing an extra cost to the soap. So if water can do it, why add PKO? So some will say they will add a little bit of PKO, it will make it it will moist it and it will look good. Look at my soap. I added just water. I didn't add PKO and it's coming up very, very well. So I try to do everything I can to cut costs, because if your cost is high, definitely your profit will be low. Cost and profit, they are in just two opposite directions. So the more one is increasing, then the other one is reducing. So I do everything I can to reduce my cost, to keep my cost at a very, very minimal level so that I can have more profit. So that's why I used water here instead of using PKO or using any other oil. So look at it, it's melting. So I'll just allow it to melt gently while you stir. Ensure you're stirring so that it does not burn underneath. So ensure you're stirring it as it's melting. Like I was saying, if this is your first time meeting me, like I said earlier, my name is Ogechi Madoma. On this channel, I do videos on how to produce various home essential products. I also give you tips on how to start and grow your business, and also how to get the necessary government approvals that you need to make your business compliant. Look at our soap. Can you see how beautiful? Is it not beautiful? Can you imagine? Wow, this soap is beautiful. It's still melting. Just continue stirring and allow it to melt gently. Don't force it. Don't use very high heat. Just low heat and it will melt. If you're using a bigger pot, you can actually cut the whole soap at once and pour into it. But I had to do it in batches. Keep adding them as they melt because my pot here is small. I'm using this pot because I wanted to show you. I want you to see it. If I'd used my drum, you might not be able to see what is happening inside. That is why I decided to use this pot so that you can be seeing what is happening. Can you see? Okay, look at my soap. It's almost ready. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm adding a little bit of fragrance. I've put off my gas now. So I've added a little bit of fragrance to give you that smell, that beautiful smell, to draw customers. Yes, so it is ready to go into the mold. Is it not very easy and simple? Have you learned something new today? If you have learned something new, yeah, tell me. Say yes, as usual. You know our slogan now. Just say yes. Have you learned anything new? Did you learn something from this video? Just say yes, so that I'll know that I'm actually giving you value, and I'll do more to bring more value your way. So I'm pouring it into my molds. I'm using plastic molds here. So if this is your first time on my channel, please do well to subscribe. Also like and share these videos. You have friends that are soap makers. I tell you, they will appreciate this video. Do well to share to them, because there's no soaper that does not have um issues. Okay, look at, we are back. This is our soap. This is after a few hours and I am unmolding. Can you see the magic that has happened? Wow, see how shiny it is. I didn't add any silicate in this my soap. Oh. I didn't add any sodium sulfate. Oh. I just used only 3 chemicals and I produced it using the semi-hot method. I just used just my caustic soda, my oil, and my soda ash. I didn't add anything. I didn't add any sodium sulfate. I didn't add any silicate. And here, look at the soap. Though with the type of mold I use, it helped it to shine. But even without the mold, it will still shine after I cooked it. Look at how beautiful. Can you see? Look at this mold. Do you like it? Do you like it? Okay. So this is another way that you can rebatch your soap. Just note, if you have looked at the soap and you know that the soap is very dried, you can actually rebadge it this way. Thank you so much for watching. I trust you got value from this. Like I said, if you learned something new from this video, just say yes, I learned something new in the comment section. Also, please like this video and share so that YouTube shows it to more persons that needs to see. You know there is love in sharing. And whoever you share it to will like it. Look how beautiful. So thank you. I'll see you in my next video.